So this thought crossed my mind at like 3 in the morning the other night, and I haven't been able to get it out of my head ever since. Bruce Wayne doesn't care about mental health, and anybody he knows, friend or foe, especially friends, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's take his villains, for example. They're all violent, I'm not going to deny that. They kill people on a pretty regular basis. Some of them threaten the city on a regular basis. At the end of the day, they're crazy and they need help. If the death penalty isn't going to be a thing in the city, then, maybe they should just, get the help that they need. Except for Joker, that guy's long gone. Maybe they should pass a law that the death penalty should only apply to the Joker. Wouldn't that be crazy if, like, a law was passed that was just like, okay, we're gonna kill this one guy, but everyone else we're gonna spend taxpayer money and lock them up and wait for them to escape until they enact their next convoluted plan with weird theatrical elements that match their various personas. Don't worry about those boxes. I just moved in like 2 years ago. Locking them up brings me to my next point. Because, they all go to Arkham, most of them. Arkham Asylum, for the criminally insane. Arkham, to be fair, does have psychiatric facilities, but they suck. They don't work. None of these guys are getting better. One could argue that they come out the other side even crazier. Joker ran around with his rotting face taped to his head. Joker might be a bad example. There's no saving that guy. Arkham as a whole is like run down. It's decrepit. It's a stereotypical image you have when you think of the mental asylums of yore. Now, if Bruce really cared about the people of Gotham, or just, if he cared about people in general, I think he would funnel money into the psychiatric facilities at Arkham. But no, he puts it all in security. He goes way overboard, slaps his name on everything. Maybe it's all like a ploy, because when the security inevitably fails, guess who's there to clean up the mess? Batman. And who was Batman? Bruce Wayne! So maybe Bruce Wayne is just waiting in his bat cave, eating his bat popcorn and his bat jamas, waiting for his bad guys to break out bats. Maybe Bruce is just a bad guy, and he likes beating up sick people while pretending that he's no crazier than they are, which he might be the craziest. Because, these villains, they all have costumes, but I don't think any of them really go out of their way to dress up like a particular animal. The craziest thing about Bruce is that he doesn't really have to be Batman at all. Bruce Wayne is a literal billionaire. He can funnel so much money into so many better causes than running around in his tights beating up crazy people at night. But let's not forget about the kids that he keeps around. And this might be the clearest evidence we have that Bruce doesn't care about mental health, because he traumatizes kids. He takes kids with traumatic experiences and just keeps traumatizing them. Some of these kids would have been fine if Bruce just would have left them alone, but he decided to ruin their lives. And before someone's like, well, it was their choice. They wanted to fight side by side with Batman. They're kids! Bruce should have been like, no, I'm an adult. I'm crazy. Go home and film yourself for World Star Hip Hop. Let's go down the list. Dick Grayson, first Robin, coolest Robin. Most harmful thing Bruce ever did to him was sticking him in that suit. Besides that, he turned out okay. Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, she was shot by the Joker. It's another reason why the death penalty probably should only apply to Joker. Jason Todd was killed. He kind of sucked in the first place, but yeah, he was killed and came back even crazier as Red Hood. He's a trigger-happy, gun-toting vigilante, which really goes to show that he didn't take any of Bruce's lessons to heart, which means that Bruce is a terrible father figure too. Tim Drake! Honestly, he's kind of boring. I don't think anything ever really happened to him, unless you count Batman Beyond Return of the Joker as canon, in which the Joker kidnaps him and brainwashes him into becoming a mini-Joker, in which case we should count that because it makes Tim infinitely more interesting. Or I guess you could just do away with that and say mediocrity is its own form of trauma. Damian Wayne, the biological son of Bruce Wayne through convoluted comic booky means, I guess he wasn't traumatized so much as killed. I don't think anyone shed a tear when Damian died, because let's face it, he was the worst Robin. Now, because he's a child, I'm not going to say that he deserved to die. I'm just going to write it down. All of these kids, their lives would have been much better if Bruce had just taken a step back and thought to himself, maybe I shouldn't do the thing. The thing being taking underage youth and turning them into angsty, moody teenage crime fighters. Anyway, my point is, Bruce Wayne is a bad person, and I cannot endorse any of his future endeavors or actions. Batman's cool, however. I'll throw money, whatever that guy's doing, his movies, his games, his comics, various forms of merchandise any day, anywhere, anytime. He's got my money. That's all I got to say. Peace.